you're new, I'm MJ. Happy to be here. Welcome. We're going to do an intuitive tarot reading for November 2024. Capricorn, let's just get straight into it. You know, you can find info in the description. These are for fun and entertainment. They're a way to promote all to love. There's courses, Patreon account. Patrons get ad-free first access, weekly readings, and access to the Be the Change online courses. You can book sessions via the website. So this is for Capricorn, divine guidance and loving clarity for my Capricorn lovers. Divine guidance and loving clarity for the Capricorns. Fast-moving messages. There's definitely some pretty spicy, positive messages coming in, stimulating these back and forth messages and some kickback here. This is a Ten of Pentacles, Capricorn. Overcoming difficulty. Something about like seeing through the fray, really following the intuition, overcoming burnout, overcoming exhaustion, or certainly like navigating, you know, employing your intuition to work through maybe phases of exhaustion as well. Self-denial, maybe working too hard sometimes to make things happen, that kind of feeling. Or sort of like, I want to say like abuses or like deceptions in the working reality. So finally getting really clear and getting a just reward sort of thing after heartbreak, betrayal, exhaustion, heeding that intuitive call and overcoming a lot of difficulties. Yeah, like possibly foul play with other maybe women in particular, Queen of Swords, but it could just be that sword energy, you know, people that are sharp with their tongue, people that are talking behind your back, people that are saying one thing, doing another, people that are maybe taking your ideas and generating money from that, right? So, however, central energy, positive messages for you, and a real up level financially for the community. More resources coming into play here. There you are. The devil. That's a very Capricornian energy. It's, for me in this reading, very positive. Like you're really coming into your own. We know that Pluto, right, is moving out of your sign for the final time. People are talking about the cardinal signs being in their villain era. From the Altar of perspective, ideally that's integrating your shadow, becoming really authentic. It doesn't mean that you're going to become like manipulative and like the devil. It means that you're going to become really authentic. You're going to know the devil, right? You're going to know your shadow. You're going to know your attachments, your vices. You're just going to know yourself that much better. And this is bringing in a huge reward. This is bringing in a triumph over past grievances, people that did you dirty kind of thing. In particular, in like your creative work and your working life, like the way you resource, the way you initiate things, right? Cardinal earth sign. Yeah, I was getting a message about like not everyone can see everything you've been through with the moon card. You know, people think they know, but they don't know, but you know. It's all really positive messages here too. Ten of Pentacles, or Ten of Cups in the reverse after a spell of the Hermit mode. So some of you might be focusing on love, family. I feel like you might be wanting to anchor in more familial type of connections with the lovers, like feeling a little bit reflective, more introspective, finding more like minds as well, more autonomous, authentic creators, and coming into a greater sense of love and possibly attracting more loving relationships or attracting relationship. Because the Ten of Cups is on your mind. The Ten of Cups is there. It's not central, but it's there. And I feel like with the Lovers energy coming up next to it, you're like, let's make a family together. You know? Some of you are releasing or letting go of distortions around maybe your idea of success or what you thought what your thought, your spirit, or high priestess energy was guiding you to. Some of you are kind of cutting that out, maybe changing some of your like belief systems, right? Changing some of your philosophies based in your Gnostic experience, based on your experience. So letting go of like false perceptions around money and gaining a greater sense of Queen of Wands, maybe even attracting benevolent female energy, or simply laying down maybe a more austere spiritual perspective, like having to do it this way, or like having to live the right way, being more authentically yourself, and then shining from that place, being a bit more bold, Capricorn, even spiritual. Like Capricorn typically is very practical. You're an earth sign. You're like, but how are we going to get it done? So the Queen of Wands is a bit more mystical and magical and risk taking as well. So for some of you, you're empowering the shadow and bringing out more of who you truly are, which Ten of Pentacles is seemingly bringing in some good business transactions, like more money. And you're nurturing that sense of self-love, which again is bringing in or focusing on the romance and on your one-on-one relationships. You know, definitely a significant other, nurturing card. Maybe you're at a distance with this person, though. The debilitation or discomfort, one person's in the Hermit. So you or the other person might be a little bit withdrawn if you are in a commitment. But there's definitely really good energy around that commitment. Possibly children, younger people, positive energy, quite mystical, quite dreamy. Be aware of like too dreamy, be aware of like substances and stuff like that. But that's kind of a light aspect. It's more dominant that it's really positive, good things coming in, letting go of a belief system around like work or how you have to show up or how serious it has to be, kind of cutting that loose and letting these messages come in, letting yourself be who you are, really authentic, really knowing your worth, knowing your shadow, right? Integrating it, nurturing it. Some kickback is coming in here. You've really been through it, Labyrinth. You've really like been through some sort of gauntlet, labyrinth, like some testing and trials and tribulations via business, via creativity, even your own sense of spirituality. It's like you're cutting out some like false sense of yourself. You're cutting out a false sense of your spirituality and making something really real by just being who you truly are, shining that light brightly, and somehow you can make it practical. It's through your devotion, the Sita energy here. It's through your sort of unyielding devotion, more than likely, of whatever it is you're doing, whatever messages you're bringing forth, whatever Ten of Pentacles you've been wanting to create, you've been nurturing it, possibly in hermit mode, or letting people kind of really be who they are in their autonomy, and then finally attracting in more benevolent connections. This the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, this is a manifestation, maybe from the past, even ancestral, as in karmic, like winning the lottery, like something just random that you're like, whoa, took to messages, and then it's incredible. And this is going to be really empowering for you. And on some spiritual level, you'll be like, yeah, fair enough. You know, that's had to come at some point, just with the amount of work or trials and tribulations or aspects of distorted power that you've been outgrowing. So that's a Capricornian signature with the Pluto coming into these final anaretic degrees, like finally letting go of distorted power concepts within self, in your relationships. This is new with the Page energy. Like there's a newness here. I almost want to feel like I'm almost feeling a playfulness energy here, Capricorn, which again is part of maybe cutting loose some of these more austere spiritual habits or spiritual like ideologies or concepts of like, this is how I have to be, or this is how to show up, and cutting that all loose and maybe like it sounds weird, but like dancing with the devil. And I'm saying that with like as much love and compassion, integrity and empathy. It's like knowing your demons, knowing your devil, and like being able to dance with your own shadows and embrace your own shadows. I'm kind of saying that, feeling connected to it as well. We all have them. We carry them. They're in our bodies, right? They're everywhere. So As in, it's our entire life experience, the feelings, sensations, the thoughts, what we perceive, like, and it really is the art of breaking the habitual cycles that we can be in and paying attention, knowing the jealousies and the hurts and the pains and the betrayals, and being like, I know that too, and I know what part of me attracted, or I know why I needed that lesson, or I know, what that was teaching me about power, Capricorn, because that's Pluto. That's a signature of Pluto, is like, what is power? Capricorn is breaking down the illusory power structures, or the power structures that don't uphold the greater integrity, which is more powerful as Pluto moves into the Aquarian signature. So the sense of self in the integrity of the whole is the kind of new power for the Aquarian signature. And then all the other stuff can kind of and go to hell with love and benevolence, because again, these are all our own ideations, as a human species. It's all just here now. So oh, look, I just looked up at 11:11. What? Capricorn. I'm happy to be here. Can you tell? Have a great month of November, Capricorn. Thank you so much for showing up. Thanks for all this good energy and benevolence. Look after yourself, and I'll see you guys next month. Take care. Peace out.